fuck this show. That was 20 minutes of some of the most emotional fucking anime I think I have ever watched. And Subaru just fucking ruined it. I don't think I have ever gone from absolutely loving a series to hating it faster. Like, I legitimately don't even want to watch the rest of it. Like, if I wasn't reacting to this, I probably would just quit the anime right here. I'm not even kidding. I'm so fucking mad. Like, I'm so mad. I need a second before we even start the next fucking episode, so I'm turning emote only off. But here's the thing, I'm not, Cherry. Like I said, if it was not, if it was not, Sugar, thank you for the Prime sub, I appreciate it. Let me know and I'll get you a waifu. If it was not for the fact that Nace, thank you for the follow, like, literally, all right, fucking Jesus Christ. All right, hold on. Ugh! All right. Rem rejected his proposal and brutally murdered him twice. Oh, get out of here. Fuck off. Flaming Sparrow, thank you. Like, all right, so look, to answer the question, don't be one of those that hate the show just because Subaru didn't pick Rem. That's not why I hate it. Like, that's not why I disliked it. Like, this dude literally, I don't think I've ever seen anybody lead another person on more. Like, ever. Like, literally, like I said, if it wasn't for the fact that I was doing a reaction, I literally would say fuck it and wouldn't watch the rest of the show. Even though I'll probably like the rest of it. Like, this whole thing. Yeah, it was Ram, the other one. This is just, the issue I have is the way he handled it. Like, that I think is the issue. I think that's the issue why I don't like the way that he handled it. And I think that's why I'm just pissed about it. The scene was perfect. I don't think it was perfect at all in any way, shape, or form. Not even a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm sure, Sherry, because watching a week, you have a week to process all of it. You know? I don't have an issue with the waifu war. Like, here's the issue. I don't have an issue that Subaru is going to end up with Amelia and not Rem. Like, that's not what I care about. It's just like the way that it was handled. Just like, it makes me hate Subaru as a character. Does that make sense? Like, that's my problem with it. You know? Like, that's my issue. Like, I'm fine with the stuff, but like during that, like them going back and forth, I was like, oh my God, he's finally realizing the kind of person he is. He's finally, you know, acknowledging who he is. He's finally acknowledging the fact that, you know, the fucking person who actually cares about him has been in front of him the entire time. But it's like the fact that like I even saw a couple people that like he didn't lead her on. Are y'all dumb? Like, did y'all not listen to any of that conversation? Have you not watched the same show I've been watching? Like, if y'all think that he was not leading her on, you are literally dumb or aren't paying attention. Like, going from that and then going to be like, yo, run away with me, then rejecting her, and then going from there, it's just dumb. No, you can't hate a character just because your ship won't happen. Okay. Apparently you ignored everything I just said, so you can go sit in the corner like the child you're acting like. Like, dude, it's one of those things that it's just like, it just triggers me, man. Like, I just dislike him as a character. Like I said, I don't care that he's not going to end up with Rem. I didn't actually think he was at all anyways. I wanted to, but I didn't actually think that he was going to end up with Rem at all. But it's just like, I don't know, man. I just don't like him as a character. Like, it's one of those things where, like, I've been iffy. Like, I kind of was starting, like, he was starting to grow on me, and he just pissed me off so much. Of course, it's like a written character, so it's just the character itself, but. Oh, I know him rejecting her was him being honest. That's not my issue with it. He's the most hateable character on anime. Yeah, I get it. Like, I think that's my issue. Like I said, like, I don't think it's not the issue that he doesn't, like, you know, that he wants to be with Amelia. Like, again, I don't really care about that at all. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's just weird. Again, so I see you. So run away with me translates to I love you. He literally just wanted to escape a fucked up situation with someone he cares about. That doesn't mean love. Again, I don't think that you've been watching or paying enough attention to the show or listen to half of that conversation. I understand why he was planning on running away. Like, I get that. But this is my thing. Like what Splargles is saying, where he's saying literally confesses his love to her during the scene in the novels. Feels weird they changed it for the anime. Even if, like, that's my thing, is I feel like it's obvious. Like, I feel like it's obvious, right? That he does. And I feel like if it was a situation where he handled it better and was like, but I can't because X, I feel like would have made more sense. Like I said, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep doing it. We're gonna start it up. I just needed a minute because, like, it's just one of those things where I'm like, they just made me. They literally took a character that I was really enjoying his character development and literally took his character development and fucking threw it out the window and turned him into a fucking dickhead. Oh, and Connor, that would have been 100 times better than what they did in the anime. No, I have enough in there too. Sione is gonna have a field day. I can't wait to talk to Sione about this. Show was like 20% character development, 80% Subaru suffering. I could see that. Mighty Desperado, thank you for the follow, dude. No, I think the scene itself was crafted well. Like, I think it was a solid one, right? Breas, thank you for the 100 biddies. It's one of those things that, like, I like how they handled it. I think that from a story perspective, it makes sense. Like, I get that. I just hate that they just made him look like such a fucking cuck motherfucking piece of shit person. I think that's what pisses me off. Is like, I really finally was like, oh my God, his character development is here. Thank you. I'm about this. And then just fucking, like, I think that's my issue. Like, that's my problem with it. And it just keeps pissing me off, you know? No, I like the story. Like, I guess I probably didn't explain that right. I like the story. I'm happy with the story. Like, I understand why they did this. I don't like him as a character. Like, they made me not like him as a character. I still like the world. I still like the story, like everything. Simp definitely would not be appropriate. I'm assuming you don't know what simp means. Yeah, but there's a difference between a flawed character and, yo, you're a fucking piece of shit. I hate you. This scene made you like him more. This scene started to make me like him more. I started to like him more. I was like, oh my God, this is fucking great. I actually really, really like him. And then he just turned around and was a fucking dickhead. Why do you hate Subaru? What's the reason? Rewind and listen to everything I just spent saying for probably the past 15 minutes. Also, I don't know why people keep saying there's spoilers in the chat when there's definitely not spoilers in the chat. So I'm not really sure why people are freaking out, expecting, like, saying there's spoilers. You don't know how I hate Subaru. Again, rewind the VOD and go listen to everything I've been saying for the past 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, 100%, Saren. I mean, that's the thing. He's a fucking moron. He's a dumbass teenager that makes stupid ass decisions. I'm just honestly like, all right, ready? Here's the perfect example. What's the non-dickhead thing to do when Rem says she loves you? All right, ready? You know, what's the non-dickhead thing to do when she says that he loves her? Let's see here. Don't let her say it fucking 2 or 3 more times. Don't basically sit there and fucking both of y'all fantasize about your life together. And then just be like, after you say it for the third fucking time, nah, fam. Like, maybe speak up the first time, you fucking moron. That's my issue. Like, that's my problem. But again, I think it's one of those things where I think that the point of this, which I think a lot of people like don't think of this, I think that the point of this, honestly, I think they did this on purpose. Like, I think this was written in this way because I'm like 90% sure the writer wanted you to dislike Subaru after this. Which, if that was what they were going for, fucking nailed it. It's one of those situations where just because, like, it's one of those things where just because a story doesn't go a certain way you want does not mean it's a bad story, you know? Like, I honestly think that's what it is. And it's funny that a lot of people are saying, no, it's the opposite of that. I don't know how you could get through this scene and think that, yo, man, I really kind of like this Subaru guy. Unless you're, like, broken, like, mentally, in multiple different ways. You know? Like, it's one of those things where I feel like they did it on purpose. Like, they just made him a really shitty character. But what's nice about this is that yeah, that is also true, Bobo. Which also means that if he has a return to form, he could have some crazy fucking character development and we could fucking love him at the end. Which would be awesome. That would actually be really cool. No, I'm going to leave this. This is one of those things where normally I wouldn't, but I'm totally going to. All right. I think that we're good. Like, I think I'm good. I also get confused if people are like, let's stop arguing. I don't think this was an argument at all. I think this was just a discussion And there's some people, Purple Printing, thank you for the gifted sub. There's just some people that have bad opinions in the chat. It's all good. It happens. Again, here, like, and also here's my issue with it too, which I think hurts, right? Everybody, what I've noticed is every single person in the chat here that, just saw this for the first time, like is watching along with me, agrees with me 100%. So when you think about it this perspective, everybody that is saying, no, you're wrong, right? Well, you've seen the entire show. Again, I might love Subaru by the end of the season, you know? Like, I might love him at the end of the season. But after this, fucking shitty person. I fucking hate him as a character. Like, I think that's also a thing you have to understand. Again, I might love him at the end of the first season. I might love him. As of now, I fucking hate him as a character. I think he's a fucking horrible character. Well, all right. I think it depends on what you take by horrible character. Not horrible character. I think he's a good character. I think he's a horrible person. Does that make more sense? That's probably a better explanation. So, like, that's, I think, where my head's at. I'm just like, fuck, dude. Again, Potato. And yes, you're right. He's a flawed character. That doesn't change the fact that he's a horrible person. You know? I think that's also the issue. I think that's the problem, is that I said bad character and people are like, what do you mean? Yeah, I didn't mean character, I meant person. Yes, like, I don't like him as a person. Like, as a character, I like him as a character. Like, I like him being in here. But he's not a good person. I fucking hate him. I hate him so much. It's kind of like Dio in JoJo's. I fucking hate Dio. Dio's a scumbag piece of shit fucking bitch, but he's a fucking great character. Damn it. Whew. Oh, that pissed me off. All right, let's continue this. All right. I needed that time. All right. Emote only chat going back on. And to answer the question, somebody asked, why do I turn emote only chat on? I'll explain. It's because people like to be assholes and spoil things. Every time that we've done reactions like this and emote only chat was off, it was nothing but spoilers. And the problem is that if the mods miss something, or if the mods haven't seen the series we're reacting to, what ends up happening is they miss the spoiler, then the spoiler's there, then out of the corner of my eye, I see people screaming, stop spoilers, stop spoilers, stop spoilers, and then I have to look at the chat because I'm like, the fucking mods aren't deleting it, and then I end up getting spoiled. So emote only chat makes sense. If you are a regular here, you get 30,000 berries, you get VIP, and you can talk on emote only chat. But the reason why it's 30,000 berries is because that tells me you're here a lot, that tells me that I can trust you, and that tells me that you won't be a dickbag and spoil. I mean, if you think about it this perspective, as soon as I turned off emote only chat, people started screaming, spoilers, 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 spoilers. Luckily, chat was moving so fast and they weren't adding context, so it didn't matter. But now you understand why. So now that I've calmed down a little bit, I still fucking hate Subaru. Let's go.